Welcome, and I wanted to give you a quick couple videos on why I created No Rejection Marketing and how I discovered an easier way to gain market domination. And I'm excited you're here because I split this into two parts. Most of you would rather watch videos no longer than 10 minutes, so this is in two parts. Part one is the events leading up to the crash of 2008, my discovery of the power of combining internet marketing and traditional marketing, and why it is so critical that you understand and embrace them. It could mean the difference in your ability to survive this new, harsh, unforgiving business economy. Part two explains the crash and why it has changed your business and your personal life forever. Part two also details my desperation to achieve breakthrough for myself as well as my coaching and mentoring clients, and how it led to the development of No Rejection Marketing and quite possibly the answer to your prayers. Well, my life leading up to the crash had been quite the fantastic adventure. I sort of always lived my life the way I wanted to. I had my ups and downs as an entrepreneur. However, like I say, I lived my life exactly how I want. And I've had many successes and a few setbacks, but we all experience those on our life journey. Life was really good. I first discovered the power of internet marketing married to traditional marketing back in 1998. After some very rewarding and successful 16 years in the health, fitness, and sports performance field, I seized an opportunity to become a licensed real estate agent in Florida. My real estate broker at the time was a true internet marketing genius. He used everything at his disposal, and this was back in '98 when the internet was just still coming on. He used white hat, black hat, and everything in between. He was a true master at SEO. Now, before we go any further, if words such as black hat, white hat, and SEO are foreign to you, you need to call me immediately. This means that you are at a very, very basic entry level on internet marketing, and I'm going to have to help you to bring you up to speed. So when we did slip from page one for keywords, my broker would lock himself up for the weekend, tweak our website, and within a few days we were back getting tons of leads. This lasted for about 2 years until I decided to jump ship to another real estate office. My new real estate broker was also a great internet marketer. I worked the leads that came in every week, and my income continued to grow, but something kept gnawing at me. I began to realize that internet marketing lead generation only takes you so far. It can get you leads, but it doesn't develop the relationship or close a sale. You still have to master basic sales and people skills as well as utilize traditional marketing methods. I'll tell you about this hard lesson in a minute. So even though I had all these leads coming in, I still had to go through that same painstaking steps, the ones that are so critical to a sale: breaking the ice, developing rapport and trust, etc. And even before the explosion of the internet marketing, I kept thinking, wouldn't it be nice if your leads were already pre-sold? They already knew you and felt comfortable with you. In fact, in any sales course, they'll tell you the ultimate lead is the referral from a friend or previous customer, one that has pre-sold the prospect on your expertise. That would be the ultimate marketing system, one that generated leads that were pre-sold just like a referral. Now that would be something, wouldn't you agree? There was another nagging concern that kept surfacing in my over-analytical brain. I have a tendency to analyze everything, and it saved me many times in my life and my business. Although I was loving all the internet leads that were coming in, at least once a week I asked myself, what happens if they stop? What would I do? Well, over the next 14 years of intense focus on learning and applying the secrets of internet marketing, I've faced that monster more than once. It's not pretty. In fact, it's terrifying. I dedicated those 14 years and thousands of hours of research and coursework and a lot of money to figure out a solution. That solution is an integral component in No Rejection Marketing. So, how did I end up in the right place at the right time? And I always say success is where hard work and preparation meet opportunity. Many coaches and internet marketing gurus are going to lead with how much money they make. It's mandatory at some point not only to get your attention, but to prove that they know their craft. However, I don't like to do that. My philosophy has always been to speak softly and carry a big stick. I never felt the need to brag. I figure that my reputation is going to precede me. If you perform your due diligence, you're going to realize I'm the real deal. But to answer any of you that are thinking, well, how did you do in those first couple years of real estate? I benefited a great deal from the internet marketing leads, and I also incorporated traditional marketing principles. My first year, in which most new real estate agents wash out, and I mean most, I don't know whether it's 80 or 90%, but the rest of them earn between $5,000 and $15,000. I earned over $60,000 in commissions. I think it took me 2 years to break 100,000, but let's just leave it. It was the easiest money I ever made. The other reason I don't like to talk about earnings is that we were all different. You might take the same system I use and make $10 million, or you might make 40,000, or you might not apply yourself at all and you won't make anything. Like I say, everybody's different, so let's move on. It was now 2002 and I just completed my Florida real estate broker's exam and opened my own office with a partner. We specialize in vacation homes, so he ran the management company and I sold homes. Initially, we couldn't seem to get the website ranked for keywords. It was a point where the internet marketing field was in a state of rapid transition. One of the advertising methods that was in its infancy on the internet was pay-per-click. It was just gaining popularity, so we decided to spend a good portion of our time mastering it. We were desperate to get leads coming in, and there were more than a few sleepless nights of frustration. It took us a few months, but we finally achieved breakthrough. We were so close, in fact, we were 30 days from a drop-dead decision to move on from pay-per-click that we didn't think it was going to work. Then it came on like a huge faucet was turned on. We had more leads than we could get to. Add the pending real estate boom that was in its infancy, we didn't sleep for 3 years. Life was really good. We added to our income by flipping homes in addition to helping our clients. There was no inventory around. That's how hot the market was. Well, how good, you might be asking? Well, again, I don't believe in throwing around income numbers, but this might give you an idea. I owned one home when we opened up my real estate office. At the peak of the real estate boom in 2005, we owned or were building close to $4 million worth of homes, including a $700,000 townhome in Tampa Bay and a $1.2 million home on 5 acres. I personally lived in a 3,200 square foot 5-bedroom home with a 500 square foot man cave. The cars in that driveway that you see, I owned, a top-of-the-line Dodge Ram, a Jeep SRT8, and 3 Corvettes, including a ZR1 Corvette as a collector's edition that I paid cash for. Business was so crazy, there was no home inventory. We had to start purchasing new homes to be built and then reselling them. At one point, a huge builder came to us, knowing that we were buying homes to flip, and asked us if we were interested in 2 inventory homes that fell through with the financing. The clincher was we had to close in 2 weeks, which meant we could not go after financing. That meant we needed to pay cash. $500,000 in cash. It took us 1 day to put the money together. We had both homes sold before we closed. To say that life was good was an understatement. I actually started to believe that it was my talent that caused all this success. If you ever begin to totally believe that, watch out. The universe will be quick to remind you to remain humble. The same people that you see on the way up, you're going to pass on the way down. Never think that you're better than someone else. So as I say, luck is when preparation meets hard work. But there is still an element of timing in every success story. So what actually happened to create our success? Listen carefully, because I don't know of any successful internet marketer or multimillionaire that will share this with you. Your ability to grasp this is really the key to your future survival and success. It could be the difference between just getting by and realizing your wildest dreams. The given was that we were talented and worked hard. We applied both traditional and internet marketing techniques that allowed us to dominate our market. So don't lose sight of that factor. However, there were other critical factors that we did not pay enough attention to, which ultimately led to a very painful decision or lesson. As the real estate market heated up and we started buying houses, we noticed it was unusually easy to obtain financing. At first, we just thought it was our good looks, but it soon became totally absurd. People were getting loans for themselves and their dog. The banks and Wall Street had created a false boom by combining securities with high-risk mortgages and then factoring them exponentially. This artificial boom was destined to bust with a major catastrophe, and the bankers on Wall Street knew it. The problem was none of the rest of us knew it until it was too late. And we watched firsthand. I watched firsthand. I've got relatives on Wall Street. We knew bankers personally. They told us to our faces the kind of stuff that was going on, the lies, the misrepresentations, and the outright fraud that was committed in the name of profit for the banks in Wall Street. The really crazy part is that we thought we were above it all. We didn't buy into the high-risk mortgages. We didn't sell everybody and their brother and their dog a home. My partner and I were both really conservative. We always bought our properties with 20% down so that we thought we were in an equity position. We were also on a first-name basis with our bank president. We actually thought of him as a friend. Something in this course I will teach you, your banker is never your friend. We could go in and borrow up to $1 million and he would make it happen at any given time. The mind-numbing truth was that none of these people below the elite few at the top knew what was happening. They were pawns in the chess game just like everyone else. So to answer your question of why were we so successful, there were givens, which were we worked hard, had talent, and discovered some really, really hot internet marketing methods. But there were also much greater economic forces at work, which created a positive environment for our success. Those lessons are an integral part of no rejection marketing. Knowing how to follow, identify, and incorporate those business, geopolitical, and world events trends can be the difference in your huge success or ending up back at the drawing board. Here's an example of one trend that was a major contributor to our real estate success: the currency exchange. The British pound kept getting stronger to the tune of almost $2 to every British pound. Capitalizing on vacation home buyers from the UK exploded our real estate business exponentially. Spotting similar trends can do the same for your business. Well, this is the end of video 1. I'll see you next video.